Hi, my name is Colman Domingo, and I'm a member of the All for One Advisory Board. I've chosen solo performance as a medium for my storytelling because I think sometimes the artist is absolutely the event, that it must live through them. The story, I created a solo show called A Boy and His Soul, and it was autobiographical, and it was about myself and my family, and I realized that I was the connecting link through all the members, and so it had to arrive through myself as the event. It wasn't a piece that was meant for a company of 5 or 6 in that incarnation. I thought it was important that it came from that artist as well. Yeah. I think what makes a solo artist great is when it's not about I, or me, but it's about we. It's about us, it's about you. I think there's a certain amount of language that I like that always strikes me when I hear it, because it's always about telling our story. It's about using what you know from your experiences, et cetera, of course, because it is a solo, but you're involving the audience. I love when there's certain language saying, well, do you understand when we are trying, so we know the we's and everything, so we understand that we're on this journey with you, and it's also my journey as well as an audience member. So I think that's what makes solo performance really great. When they do things that only a solo performer can do, when you can see a person transform right in front of your eyes, and they can become all these different people. And I love the solo performance, which I think is so great, when it's less about costume, when it's more about just watching that actor take on, being the ultimate griot, the ultimate storyteller. I think that's exciting, and I think that's what makes storytelling really great, when people are really giving of themselves. It's a very generous art form as well. You have to be completely generous, because also it's only you up there, and you're coming out with this story, and you're hoping that everyone is there with you to be on that journey. So it really is an act of generosity and sharing and vulnerability. And I think what makes it great is when they can, the performer, you can see it in their eyes that they're feeling, and they're vibrating on every single energy that's in the room with you, because they are the other audience member. So you can see when it changes, and it changes night to night. It truly does. You're the only event. It's living through you, and it's got to be new and fresh every night. So I think that's what makes a solo performance brilliant. Solo performers starting out, I would say the most important thing to do is to, people say find your voice a lot. They use that term a lot. And I think it really is about you finding your form and the way that you'd like to tell the story, what excites you. I think I started writing my solo show not based on anyone else's. Of course I did some research and watched the way others tell the story, but I actually came into solo performance because I didn't enjoy a lot of solo performance, and I wanted to write something that I thought, this is what I think could be interesting about solo performance. This is what I would find interesting, why I think I must see that one person on that stage. So that was the way I've come into solo performance, and I think that is the way for you to come in and find your own voice, find the tricky ways, the way with movement or with projections or puppets, or you name it. You find the way that you want to tell a story, and base it on your experiences. You know what I mean? And I think that's what I would tell a solo performer starting out, to find their voice, find their unique way of telling a story.